Hello YouTube. In this video I will be showing you what my opinions are on how to gear your survival hunter, specifically for PvE. I don't care about PvP, and I mainly care about M+. Raid is, you have to do it. I want to get curved every week, but that's it. So, with that said, what do you want to do with a survival hunter? Of course, the tier set has changed our stats slightly. Mastery is not such a burden that it was before. It's an alright stat, but you still want to max out crit haste and then go verse. So for example, I have now just capped my crit slightly above, and I've also capped my haste a little bit too much right now, but I'm trying to fix it, but right now I don't have any gear to fix it with. And I have over 3k verse, which I like. But with that said, what have I geared and what have I focused on? For example, what have I used my doublons, or whatever they are called, to buy a trinket or weapon, I have bought Manic Grief Torch. It's a good trinket, super good for both raid and M+. Overall, super good trinket. I like it a lot, and it's better than trinkets such as Beacon of Beyond, because the Beacon has mastery on and no agility, and we have a big agility just stat here, so that's still good with it. I choose not to go with the Firak staff, although if you don't get a drop like I did on the Jarun's Pillar of the Elder Flames, that's the Varshok weapon, I would argue you don't go for Grief Torch first. You go for the Firak weapon from Amir Drasil. So, the first doublon. If you don't get any good drop on weapon early on, for example, and that counts also with, like, if you just get a, like I also had this one before. Great stats, just done good weapon with hero stats, and I was like, I have a decent weapon and I didn't have a good trinket, so I was like, let's just buy Grief Torch to ramp up my gearing quicker in the beginning. But if I would have been luckier on the trinkets, I would have went for the Rashon, the Immortal Blaze. So first go either the Firak, then go, if you have it, I got lucky, so I got the Seal of Jonas Chosen, also a really good trinket, really nice stats, and overall just a nice trinket for to have, or ring to have. So that would be the second buy that you do with the doublons, and then third you go Manic Grief Torch. However, as I said, things can change up for you. I got this in the vault, big. I got this on the normal I did on this Wednesday, big. Then I'm just gonna buy a Grief Torch. Easy choice. My second trinket right now is a Bottle of Spiraling Winds. However, I don't plan to use it super long. I want to change it up with trinkets such as, I'll show you, such as either the Storm Eater Spoon, maybe an icon. I would like an anvil. There's many good trinkets to, as you see, Bottle of Spiraling Winds is like B tier, it's decent, but as you also saw, my haste is way too much right now, and that one just has a big haste, and I would like to have an agility on it. So it depends on what I get, really. But I think my main combo for M+ will be, or my optimal combo with trinkets for M+ will be Grief Torch plus either Storm Eater Spoon or an icon. Icon if I have other people having it as well. But maybe, I mean, I could see also going with like a Ominous Chromatic Essence. I don't know yet. We'll see. There's many good trinkets, like an auger is still good too, and yeah. But I would focus getting a grief torch and then go with the tier list stats. Maybe go for an icon or storm eater's boon. With that said, there's also one major thing that I want to discuss about, and that's the tier set. I have switched to the new tier set, season 4. I have 4 sets. I managed to snag a couple of M+ pieces to catalyst, 2 of them, and then I got one, I don't know, one thing that you could buy a tier, basically, normal one. And then also when you get 2000 rating in M+, you get one heroic tier that you can buy. So I did go to switch up to my new 4 set. Worth noting, and I think maybe you've heard this, the old tier set seems better than the new tier set. However, and this is a big however, that's only including that you do a little bit more DPS with the last tier that you had in season 3. And you can complain all you like, I'm still gonna play the new tier set because you want the extra stat. You will not be able to push anything if you don't get the extra stamina and being a tankier. Like I've went up, I think, more than 200k HP just from gearing from my old season to this season. I'm not even finished yet. So with that said, I would recommend that as soon as you get 4-pieced, switch to it. And don't linger on with the old tier set. Even though it might be funnier, it might be simming better for you, it's not worth having like 10 item levels below in just raw survivability on a class that it's already squishy. You will not pass like a 10. I remember I did like an 8 Uldaman last week, and I pretty much got one-shotted like 10 seconds into the fight because I was like 493 and didn't have any good gear, and it's an 8, you know, it's like, oh well, an 18, but you know what I mean, it's not like super big, it was like a low key, and still I almost got one shot. So definitely recommend that you just go for the tier set and swallow that hard pill that it might not be the best tier, but we're gonna play with it, or we are forced to play with it, and that's what it is. I'm still gonna enjoy Survival Hunter as much as I can this season. I will definitely push to be top 100 in the world, something like that, and we'll see what I do next. I might not only play it, of course. I'm tempting to try out the shaman and stuff like that. But with that said, quick list for you to just summarize it, what I've been rambling on about. Still get your stats so that you cap on crit, haste, and then go verse, but it's okay with a little bit of mastery. How to use your doublons. Get the good weapon, the Rashok one, not the Firak one. And if you get lucky, as I did, wait in the beginning and buy like a Grief Torch or Seal of Journey's Chosen, depending on what you have. Like, I would argue that as long as you get buy the stuff that gives you the most item level upgrade, it's always worth it to get into keys and just be tanky, you know, do more stuff. If you have like a 480 trinket and then you have like decent rings, yeah, then it's better to buy the trinket before the Seal of Journey's Chosen, even though Seal of Journey's Chosen might be, you know, a little bit better. If you compare like a flat, what the raw damage number of like equipping that item versus that item, I think that's more worth. Just go with the item level. You have to realize the small stuff in WoW as well, that having good item level gets you into keys. Simple as that. And that's I mean, we're here to play the game, not waiting queues, you know. And yeah, so go for weapon, ring, and then Grief Torch. That's the 3 doublons that I would buy. I'm gonna upgrade this one from normal to, you know, an awakened wand, and I will of course buy the Rashok weapon. I think probably next one I get will be the Rashok one, depending on what I get. You know, you never know. And also, again, once you get Forset, equip it, use it. It's very simple. You go with Mongoose Bite, and you know your benders just do a lot of damage. And then also important that I haven't mentioned, that's very bad of me, talents, of course. This is my raid build. I've been a huge fan of no CD build last season as well, and I'm continuing the trend even further. It's not really my build, but I'm liking this build so far. You're opting to go out of Fear of the Eagle now, since you don't have the tier set, and go into points such as intense focus, extra, like all the points here to get extra damage on Mongoose Bite and tactical advantage. Some people choose terms of engagement for the little bit focus region with Harpoon. I just chose to go with energetic ally because it's simpler. I'm lazy, you know it is. I forget to use Harpoon all the time, so it's better to just have 10 extra focus. So that's my raid build, and for M+, I go also no CD, but then as you see I switch up some points and I go, you know, normal into have Butchery and Frenzy Strikes, and then also go with Fury of the Eagle and Ruthless Marauder, because it still does a lot of damage in AoE. And also the crit is good and you get extra bomb, and that works the same pretty much. So yeah, with that said, hope you are enjoying Survival Hunter and this season 4. We are not in the best spot, but I'm still enjoying the spec for sure, and I hope you are too. And we can only hope that it will be better. Maybe they are tuning it in the future, I don't know yet, but that would be a huge relief if they tune the tier set, for example. Give us a little bit of love. And let's, if not, well, let's hope for War Within, you know. The Sentinel hero talent looks promising, very good. So at least we have one good hero talent, and that sounds promising for us for sure. And yeah, hope you're having a nice time in World of Warcraft in this more of a chill season. But yeah, subscribe, join my Discord. I would love to do dungeons with you or raids, depending on what I want to do. I will host streams and you can join me there, and you can we can do stuff together. I would love it. So check the description for the Discord link and also my Twitch link, and subscribe to YouTube. It always helps, you know. I want to keep doing this, and the best way for you to support me is to subscribe, like, and watch my videos. It's the best thing you can do. Bye bye.